So I'm glad to say that the judges have deliberated and the judging of the startup competition is imminent. I'd like to welcome Alistair back on stage.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
So we're back. We had a team of accountants in back making sure the data was properly collated and just kidding. So we actually did have a tough time picking some of these. There's an interesting variety of problems solved by these companies. And again, these are the finalists from dozens and dozens of submissions we received to the Launchpad. So thank you for everybody who participated in that. I'm going to call out my fellow judges here, Gamiel Gran from Sierra Ventures and Roger Ehrenberg from IAV. All right, guys. So the way we thought we'd do this is we're going to talk briefly about the three companies, third, second, first, and we'll invite the first company out, the winner out for a quick chat. And I guess, Roger, you're going to start out number 3, Chart.io. What were your thoughts on that?
So we like Chart.io a lot. We think the kind of visual business intelligence market is very exciting. I think we really like the emphasis on ease of integration and the fact that, I think we see kind of the Web 2.0 market as being a great place for them to start, that notwithstanding the claim that integration is going to be super easy with any enterprise, I think we all know, kind of the head of the tail is very, very hard to crack, but tons of use cases within Web 2.0 companies.
Yeah, anybody who says it works in 10 minutes, it's a daunting bar to set.
Eager goal.
Yeah.
Let's get there.
I'm going to talk second about our second choice. So we liked FanBridge. One of the things we liked about them was that it allows you to create essentially a point of sale that you're pushing out. Your clients are opting into a relationship with you as a brand or a celebrity, and then from that you can start to engage them on the sale of goods, whether those are tickets or T-shirts or music and so on. But this idea of a rich feed someone opts into as an app, and you sort of the brand you follow becomes a point-of-sale store on your mobile device is a pretty compelling and very, very high margin, sort of eliminate the middleman model for e-commerce of the future. So I thought that was kind of neat.
Yeah, I think the fact that they're the combination of two companies and we're able to achieve kind of critical scale, because I think with a business like this, you kind of run into the chicken and egg problem. Are there enough users of the app in order to get the big celebs to really push their stuff through the channel? But I think now 150,000 users, something of that sort, is material.
Yeah, good demand and good traction on that one too. All right, Gamiel.
So do you have drum roll?
Yeah, drum roll.
All right, so I'd like to welcome up Olivier from Datadog. Where is he?
He's hopefully in the room somewhere.
Very good.
Hey, Olivier.
So we're impressed with Datadog as one of these problems in the enterprise. IT.
Olivier, sorry, unfortunately, you don't have one of these, so you're going to have to stand at the podium. That's the best we can do. Thanks. Sorry, go ahead, Gamiel.
So we'd love for you to give kind of an update on Datadog for the team here, for the audience, and maybe we have a question for you too. So,
an update in what respect? What do you want to know?
So give us the elevator pitch one more time.
All right. So for those of you who were not here this morning, so Datadog makes it as easy to understand your operational data as using Facebook or Twitter. And really what it means is that instead of leaving all of your operational data in a variety of tools and in a variety of taxonomies, we make it all available across teams, and we make it relevant to everyone on the team, whatever their concerns are, whatever their role is. So we, as I said, we are currently launched, and we're accepting users. So please, if you have problems getting your development and IT and organizations on the same page, you should definitely try us.
Great. And one of the questions we were kind of chatting about as we thought about the topic here was, as this scales up into larger enterprise environments, how do you actually support kind of a more complex environment, and how much testing have you done there?
So actually, it works better in larger environments. So when we first tried our first alpha, we sent it to companies that had between 5 or to a few hundred servers. Mm-hmm. And it turned out that we're really more useful when you have 20, 30 to a few thousand servers. Mm-hmm. So, and I say servers is a good measure of complexity usually. There are other variables that come into play, such as how many kinds of environments you have, how old your code base is, how many different kinds of applications you're operating. Mm-hmm. So we're not today supporting environments with several thousands of servers, mm-hmm. but that's definitely something that we're looking into.
Yeah, I mean, one of the things I really liked about you guys is the fact that we have a population that's been trained to understand the feed. Like, the feed is essentially a new thing, right? The human race just got trained on feeds fairly recently. But it's a pretty sophisticated way for looking at a stream of data efficiently and deciding how to filter and act on it. And so I like the fact that what you're doing can be applied to lots of other industries. And I mentioned earlier, but the CRM, web analytics, I could easily see a sales organization sitting around while looking at what sales reps are doing, filtering by region, and having these conversations with sales data and so on. So my question is, what are you looking at in terms of other verticals? Because frankly, IT and engineering, okay, that's Micromuse. It's not that exciting, right? It's Tivoli and OpenView. Great. There's money there, but it's kind of dull. What other verticals could you see yourselves moving into?
Well, so I should start by saying that right now we're really super focused on IT and development and operations, just because we understand that very well, and we think there's a real problem to solve, and there's already billions of dollars to be made there. So perhaps a bit before we claim all these billions of dollars, maybe we'll start looking at others. So there seems to be a need around tracking e-commerce data and getting all of these various tools that are being used to run an e-commerce site that we could serve. I think it's a little ways out for us at this point.
Okay. Well, good. Any other comments?
So as you think about yourself going down the road, who's partnering with you and who's enemies, perhaps?
So we're good people. We don't have enemies right now yet. And so what's really nice is that we're not threatening anyone. So on my presentation, I had a big slide with a whole ecosystem of tools and services. And we're not threatening any of them. We make them better because we make people see that they actually produce value. Right now, if you buy one of these tools, maybe 1, 2, 3, 10 people on the team will see it. The others will see it once and forget about it. And everyone else will just forget that they exist in the first place. So we make it really useful to them as well. So we started talking to some of these providers, as some of the data providers, some of the data presenters as well. So there are companies that manage alerting, for example. There are companies that manage the deployments of your servers that have a whole wealth of information about what's used for what and what server is used for what in the organization. And we're integrating this data in as well.
Cool. Well, congratulations, and thank you very much.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
And I'd like to thank Roger and Gamiel for helping us mine through all the applications and choose some winners and spending some time with us today.
Of course. Thank you.
Pleasure.